AI agents are everywhere, automating tasks and making decisions at machine speed. But agents make mistakes. Just one rogue agent can do big damage before you even notice. Rubrik Agent Cloud is the only platform that helps you monitor agents, set guardrails, and rewind mistakes, so you can unleash agents, not risk. Accelerate your AI transformation at Rubrik.com. That's RUBRIK.com.
This is the Washington Times front page for Tuesday, December 23rd, 2025. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Congressional Republicans are scrambling to avoid a midterm election loss over health care. Lindsay McPherson reports Democrats campaigned heavily against Republican attempts to gut the law during President Trump's first term, focusing on popular provisions such as the requirement that insurers cover pre-existing conditions. They won control of the House in 2018 with a net gain of 41 seats. Now, in Trump's second term, Democrats are ramping up their healthcare messaging again. Their pandemic expansion of Affordable Care Act premium subsidies expires December 31st, and Republicans are rejecting a clean extension. It's part of a broader Democratic effort to compel Republicans to address voters' concerns about the high cost of living. Republicans are promising to deliver alternative solutions for lowering healthcare costs, but are divided between pursuing a party-line healthcare overhaul and seeking a bipartisan compromise. Trump administration officials announced a pause of currently ongoing offshore wind farms, claiming they pose national security risks and will be halted while the government reviews ongoing projects. Susan Ferricchio reports Interior Secretary Doug Burgum cited classified reports warning that large turbine bases used to generate wind power can interfere with radar signals, creating phantom targets or making it difficult to detect moving objects. The announcement will halt at least temporarily 5 ongoing projects, 2 in New York, a joint project in Rhode Island and Connecticut, and 1 each in Massachusetts and Virginia. The Department of Homeland Security has tripled its exit bonus for undocumented migrants who voluntarily self-deport from $1,000 to $3,000. Stephen Dinan reports DHS Secretary Kristi Noem said migrants will also receive free airfare to their home countries and be waived of certain civil fines or penalties tied to remaining illegally in the United States if they leave. DHS says tens of thousands of migrants have self-deported using the registration app CBP Home, which pays out the bonus. The underpinnings of a new Trump foreign policy doctrine are becoming clear as the president pushes toward what analysts describe as a 19th century style spheres of influence approach focusing on Latin America. Von Cockane reports it's unknown the extent to which the approach amounts to an abandonment of the international alliance strategy that formed U.S. policy throughout most of the post-World War II era. However, many analysts agree that the administration's 2025 national security strategy cemented the reality that the spheres of influence approach is in full swing. At a minimum, the strategy indicates the U.S. officially views Latin America as its backyard and is determined to push geopolitical rivals, namely China, from the region. And finally, Somali pirates are again stalking commercial shipping in the Indian Ocean, but this time they're not operating alone. Joseph Hammond reports U.S. and regional security officials warn that pirate gangs are coordinating with Iran-backed Houthi militants and terrorist groups operating in the Horn of Africa. Somalia has been a key focus of the Trump administration's counterterrorism efforts in Africa. It's believed to be the first country for which President Trump authorized a military strike after his return to office. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times,